What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Cracker, which is episode 12. The last episode I reviewed X-Men 1, 2, and 3. Although I did forget to mention a couple things in 3 that I should have, and I must be tired, I just forgot about it. X-Men 3, another couple things I forgot to mention is they introduced the Beast, finally. Kelsey Grammer did an awesome job. I mean, Beast was perfect. There really wasn't anything bad to say about him. I mean, he had it all. They even gave him his yellow and blue costume. Awesome. They did have Colossus in it, but he wasn't as cool as he was in the second one. Same guy played him, but it's just they didn't give him the detail he had in the second one. And he was just almost... I mean, they did have the fastball special, which was cool. They threw that in there where Colossus throws Wolverine. And they did have the Danger Room, finally, with the Sentinel, which was probably one of the coolest parts of the whole movie, was the Danger Room. Pyro was in it, like he was in the second one. The guy who played him was perfect. You know, they did a good job. He actually has his, what is it, the thing that actually starts the spark so he can light the flame, the contraption, whatever that is. They actually gave it to him. Cool. And Iceman finally ices up for the first time, like full ice. Very, very cool. But other than that, I mean, like I said, other than that, the movie was iffy. Moving on to X-Men Origins Wolverine. This originally was supposed to be like a whole series. They were going to have an X-Men Origins thing, Wolverine, and then there was supposed to be Magneto, and then I think like Storm, and then Cyclops, or whatever. But apparently Marvel, for right now, bagged it. They bagged the idea. They figured it wasn't going to sell. X-Men Origins Wolverine was very, very cool. It's a Wolverine solo movie. It basically starts with just like the origin story in the comics. He's a little kid, like 13, 14, something like that, and he's always sick. It's like in the 1800s, and his father's very rich, and he has a groundskeeper. And in the movie, Sabretooth apparently is his brother. In the comics, it's not true. It's somebody else. It's not really somebody else, but anyway, Wolverine is always sick, and the groundskeeper winds up shooting his dad, and it triggers Wolverine's mutation. His claws pop out of his hands, and he winds up killing the groundskeeper, who he finds out is actually his real father. Apparently, his mother had an affair, and Sabretooth is his brother. And then it starts going through Wolverine, going through almost every war. World War I, World War II, Civil War, everything. Vietnam, which is cool. Shows how old he is. In Vietnam, apparently he gets into some altercation with Sabretooth, who just wants to kill. You know, that's Sabretooth. That's the way it is. I think it was Liv Schreiber, I think his name is, Sabretooth. Awesome job. Awesome job. So basically, Stryker's in the movie as well, and from the second one, well, different guy, but a younger Stryker. And he strikes a deal with Sabretooth and Wolverine to join a little group which consists of Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, Agent Zero, and the Blob, as well as Wraith. Very, very cool stuff. I mean, and then Wolverine kind of just doesn't like to be bothered, doesn't want to be bothered with it really. He just wants to live like a normal, peaceful life, and he kind of quits, and they don't like that idea. He winds up meeting Silver Fox, and whole big thing. You know, they have a cabin in the woods, kind of like in the comics. Wolverine kind of gets pulled back in because Sabretooth apparently is running around killing his old teammates, and he's kidnapping other mutants and so on and so forth. Basically, they want to lure Wolverine because they want to experiment on him. They want to add the adamantium to him. You know, whole big thing. See if it works. It was a very cool movie. They introduced Gambit. In the movie, Taylor Kitsch wasn't bad at Gambit with times, but a lot of times he kind of missed it. Like, sometimes he would have his accent, sometimes he wouldn't. The charging of the cards was pretty cool, especially when they made his eyes glow red. Certain things with Gambit, though, really sucked. I mean, the whole him running up the side of a wall with like this like stick that he has, like a staff. He's powering into the wall and like climbing up was a little retarded. But him charging the staff and blowing out an entire block was pretty cool. And how he threw the cards was pretty cool. Deadpool was awesome in the movie. Ryan Reynolds nailed it. It was perfect. I mean, it had some cool. It just had some cool stuff. There were two different endings people don't always know, but there was one with Deadpool's head, because he gets his head chopped off in the end. You see him actually wake up and say shh. And there was another one where Wolverine's drinking in a bar in Japan. There were 2 other endings. One had Magneto and Gambit, and Magneto and the Juggernaut, which apparently are going to be on some kind of special edition that's coming out when they put all the X-Men on Blu-ray together as one big thing. From what I heard, that's the rumor. I mean, all in all, it was an awesome movie. It was an awesome Wolverine thing. I heard they're making a sequel. They're starting filming soon. I believe in New York. Hugh Jackman is in it. It's supposed to revolve around his trip to Japan. From what I heard, the rumor is that Silver Samurai is the villain. Hey, it's cool. I can't wait. Suppose there's going to be a lot of cameos in the Wolverine movie, but not of X-Men. Go figure. Anyway, moving on to the X-Men First Class. It's funny because it's not the real First Class. The real First Class in the comics was Professor X, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Iceman, Beast, and Angel. In this one, it's basically Mystique, Professor X, Magneto, Banshee, Havoc, Beast, a guy named Darwin, and her name's Angel. She looks like Pixie. It's it's a weird combination, but it works. It works. A couple of things that kind of piss me off a little bit is Havoc is the younger brother of Cyclops, but in the movie it looks like he's the older brother or something. But I mean they made Havoc pretty damn cool. Beast was awesome, and of course they all had their yellow and blue uniforms towards the end, which was awesome. Magneto was great. Everything in there it clicked. They had Emma Frost. They had it was Kevin Bacon and Sebastian Shaw, which was awesome. They had Azazel, which is apparently Nightcrawler's dad. He was pretty cool. And they had Riptide, I think it was, the guy that makes the tornadoes. Yeah, I mean, minor stuff, but all in all, I mean, I didn't think the movie was going to do good. I actually thought it was going to suck, and it wound up kicking a lot of ass. Banshee was freaking awesome. I love Banshee. Darwin was kind of like, meh, and the Angel character kind of sucked. I didn't think that was all that great. Just, But other than that, I mean, everything in there was just, it ruled. It was just an awesome movie. And they also had an awesome cameo. Once again, I'd be a spoiler alert. But when they're hunting down mutants, they actually find Wolverine in a bar, and you gotta watch it to love it. But that's about it. That's my X-Men review. Like I said, I hope you liked it. I hope it was informative a little bit. I believe I'm gonna go watch an X-Men movie. I might actually watch First Class right now. Until next time, catch you later.